Ouch. Okay, I think are we live? I think we're live. No, I'm not. I'm not starting this all over again. I'm sorry about yesterday. I did redo another stream of yesterday's stuff, but then it cut me off in the middle of whatever, and I was like, okay. But what I'm gonna do is just summarize this. We don't have to listen to the entire preliminary hearing, but what we will do is watch this video. It kind of summarizes the preliminary hearing and where we got to with the FBI agent. So let me pull that up real quick. And keep on.
A rental car, cleaning supplies, and rides across West Tennessee. Those are just some of the ways investigators say friends of Austin Drummond helped him in the hours after he allegedly murdered 4 people in Lake County.
Fox 13's investigative reporter Kayla Solomon was in Lake County today for a hearing. She explains the role investigators say that each person played.
In about 2 hours of testimony from multiple investigators on this case, we learned new details on how the friends and acquaintances of Austin Drummond helped him both on July 29th and in the days following. In a preliminary hearing, investigators say Michelle Ovelis rented a car, a Nissan Rogue, in her name for Austin Drummond to use on July 29th.
Her boyfriend, Giovante Thomas, was closely associated with Austin. And she was also closely associated with an individual named Tanaka Brown.
It's the same car investigators say was seen driving around West Tennessee, including leaving the scene of the crime in Lake County hours after the murders. Investigators say phone records show Thomas and Brown were on a phone call just after 7 a.m. with Drummond. At the same time, Drummond was seen driving away in victim Matthew Wilson's truck.
During an interview with Mr. Brown, he informed me that whenever he was on that 3-way call with Mr. Drummond, Gio Thomas, that Mr. Drummond had asked him for a ride, and he also told him to pick up cleaning supplies.
TBI Special Agent Justin Tubbs said Brown also helped Drummond get rid of Wilson's car in a ravine. Drummond's attorney asked if investigators knew why the victims.
Hang on. So that truck you just saw, that's the truck that's driven by Matthew Wilson, who is the father of Westland, who was left in the yard. I know it's a lot to catch up with. It was all kind of jacked up, but I'm trying to catch you up on this. So they catch this truck going, and Giovante and Austin allegedly took this truck somewhere, and they kind of pushed it over in a ravine. That's what happened.
Who drove separately in 3 different cars, were meeting on Carrington Road.
The introduction of contraband into the Northwest Correctional Facility.
Also in court, we learned that Caitlin Speed, the girlfriend of Drummond, as well as the sister of victim Courtney Rose, is pregnant with Drummond's child. Because of this, defense attorneys for Drummond say she's asking to have the no contact order currently in place dropped. But a judge decided to keep it because he says.
Did y'all catch that? So Caitlin Speed wants to be able to talk to Austin. She's having his baby, and she wants to be able to talk to him.
Speed could be called as a witness as this case plays out. In Tiptonville, Kayla Solomon, Fox 13 investigates.
All right, and these are the people that are, accessories to the crime. Hold on. Let me get you to. Hold on. This is not gonna be long because I've got to go to bed, y'all. I gotta go to bed. I wanted y'all to listen to this. Because I tried to play this in my second one that I redid last night. That was just, I don't know. We did what we did. We did, and we're fine. We're all moving along here. Let's see. This is what he's talking to Nick Barris. When he's talking about being an informant. And I want y'all to hear this. And hang on a second, let me get to it. Let's see if this is the right one. I'll make sure y'all can hear it good. Okay, I think this is right. I'm just kidding.
We invite you to Divine Design Center, where we can make your dream home a reality. This is where it starts. Let us show you what we can do.
Okay.
Quality craftsmanship, exceptional design, beyond functionality, kitchens, baths, floors, and more. Come see what all the buzz is about. Just call or visit our showroom today. We can't wait to meet you and get started. Divine Design Center, located at 600 South 3rd Street in Paducah, Kentucky.
Okay.
Tonight, the Dresden, Tennessee community coming together to support a fallen officer. Deputy Derek Bonham was shot and killed while
What the
on
heck?
duty in January. Local 6's Mackenzie Lionberger attended.
Hang on a second. There's one that's much clearer than this one. My gracious. Right, let's see.
We're here today to confirm that Austin Drummond has been taken into custody. More importantly, his capture occurred without any further harm to the public or to any law enforcement officers. Just after 8 o'clock a.m., we received multiple calls of sightings of the suspect. Placing resources there immediately resulted in an additional citizen's call at about 8:57 a.m.
So I don't think that anybody heard my second live that I did after the first one was a cluster and I didn't know what we were doing. We didn't have OBS connected to YouTube Studio. So anyway, I played some of this, but then it got cut off and I don't know why. I think I was just tired too. Maybe I hit the stop button. I don't know. But what's wild to me is that, okay, so Austin is on the run, okay? He's on the run, and hang on. Let me do this first. I'm sorry. Let me show y'all exactly like this road where these people were actually, well, they were lured there, but something made them all meet there. And I'm not blaming victims. I'm just saying something made them all go there and be there. And so that's why they showed up at 7 a.m. in the morning. Now, just saying, I've never been a person that has not been honest about the grandmother and possibly the father of the baby who has got a criminal history going on. So let's just watch this. This is Burton Staggs. He's the one that's driving at the end of Carrington Road. Oh.
Bodies and the vehicles were located in Lake County. So I'm going to take you down here. The person who found the vehicle told me that it was approximately a mile down Carrington. So let's travel down Carrington, and I'm going to show you guys what it looks like back here. Now I'm told it's mostly like a wildlife area, and maybe some hunting, canoeing, and ATV riding, bird watching is what came up a lot. So I'm just gonna, on a funny note, my cell phone holder dash mounted broke, so you guys are going to get this view. So we're just going to go down Carrington, and I'll show you about where it was, and I'll show you what kind of topography and landscape this is.
I should have warned y'all, if you're wearing earbuds, turn them down because it's very loud. But I also want y'all to pay attention to something. So when you heard yesterday in the live that I did, like how there's bodies off to one side of the road and bodies off to the other, and this road is not like that wide. It's just in the middle of nowhere. And also, again, this spot is a mile away, okay, from the corrections facility that Austin was in, and it's where they would do the droning of the drugs. Just so we can keep it kind of straight here. And I know it's not y'all, it's me. Just, I'm trying to turn it down. Hopefully that helps. But it's in the middle of nowhere.
As you can see, it's just mostly a dirt road, wooded on both sides. Some water. That's about it. We're about 6/10 of a mile down. Told this is the general area that the vehicles were found. And it comes on, and I'm also told that the bodies were recovered approximately in a clearing not visible from the road down here a little further. The person that located the vehicles did not see the body. Let's make that clear. So I just want you guys to see. Several people have asked what it looked like back here, and
we know that because last night we watched enough about the Officer Hussey, who was the park ranger. He didn't locate any bodies. He drove back by and he just saw that the trunk on the black Dodge Charger was closed. And when he had first driven by, it was open. So, and then he also noticed that this Nissan vehicle that was out there too was leaving, and he was behind it, and there was that, and there's also Courtney's car that was there, the Traverse.
in Lake County, and the vehicle was found back in this, it's called Carrington Road. Thank you for watching.
All right, so we're done with that. We are done with that. Let me just give you a little bit of, I mean, I'm not gonna, I ain't got time tonight to watch the rest of the preliminary hearing. I would love to, but I can't, because I gotta go to bed, because I gotta go to work in the morning, and I'm not one of those nurses that are out here being a nosy little, whatever they are, that stay up all night. I don't know how they work and do stuff that they do. Now, hold on. I want y'all to make sure that you hear this, because this is what kind of gets everything. I want to make sure y'all can hear this. So when Austin Drummond was talking about being a like a member of the he was like an informant. It's something to listen to, because now I don't believe this man. I mean, I don't really believe him, but I don't know. Like I said, he doesn't have any tattoos, and it's very strange that no one that was in the corrections facility ever disciplined him over stuff that happened after a certain time. Now, he was, of course, disciplined over trying to shank a dude. We already talked about that yesterday, and the drug charges and all that stuff. And that was why he was out on bond, in case y'all don't remember. So he was able to post bond. Let me just go back over that again in case y'all forgot. On September the 1st of 2024, he was able to post bond because he had served his time from when he had robbed a gas station, okay? And he had served his time, but while he was in prison, he also racked up other charges. I mean, there was like 26 charges. I wish I could find where I remember these videos, but I don't know that it would really help anything because now it's all kind of moving along a little bit, and I don't know that it would really help anything, but it was just kind of like going through when he would go in front of the, I don't know what you'd call that exactly. I guess it's like the warden or whatever, and you'd have to talk and be like, what are you doing like while you're here to improve your life? And he would be like, I don't know. And then he just didn't have much to say. So anyway, hang on. I'm gonna get messed up here. Then I'm gonna be off track and y'all gonna be like, issues. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all being around. Coming around, rewatching. Now, I didn't know that Ashley Banfield covered this. Let me go to this one first, though, because this is where...
I'm not an innocent man, but I'm not guilty of what they charged me with.
He is accused of murdering 4 people, but in an exclusive interview, Austin Drummond says he's innocent. Good evening. I'm Rory Johnston.
And I'm Carrie Sharp. Drummond spoke to News Channel 5 from jail, saying he did not commit the crimes that he is charged with. Those crimes, the shocking murders of 4 family members.
And just so you know, that's Adriana Williams. That's Braden, not Braden, that's Matthew Wilson. And that is Courtney Rose, and this is Braden Williams.
Adriana Williams, James Wilson, Courtney Rose, and Braden Williams. They were all found dead in Lake County last month. Drummond was named as the suspect and caught about a week later in Jackson.
As Nick Barris tells us, Drummond claims to have been working as a confidential informant for law enforcement.
Austin Drummond is locked up without bond in the Obion County Jail. He's charged with 4 counts of first-degree murder. A source gave him my cell phone number, and he called us to talk about his case.
I'm innocent of what I'm charged with, yes, sir. I'm not an innocent man, but I'm not guilty of what they charged me with.
Of course, you would expect a man potentially facing the death penalty to say that.
I offered to take a polygraph.
The 28-year-old Drummond admits to a long criminal record dating back to his teenage years and was a one-time member of the Vice Lords gang. But he says he did not kill Adriana Williams, Braden Williams, Matthew James Wilson, or Courtney Rose, whose bodies were all found in Lake County on July 29th.
I had no reason to hurt these people. They were my girlfriend's family who had became my family. I took Adriana to the hospital to have her baby. I helped teach Braden to drive.
Now this blows my mind. He's saying that he took Adriana, the 20-year-old, to go have her baby, and then he has helped, Braden. He taught Braden how to drive. I mean, okay. I mean, I get it, I guess. I don't know. Like, Braden is driving a blacked out Dodge Charger. That's weird to me. Sorry, it just is. I'm telling you, this family, they don't deserve what they got, but I'm just saying they've been involved in crime. They have. That's why they wound up where they were. What made them show up there that morning at 7 o'clock? Like, how did Austin get them there? There's something up.
Matthew was like a little brother to me, man.
Drummond was on the run for several days after the murders. Locals in Northwest Tennessee feared a killer was on the loose, and it made national headlines. If Drummond didn't murder the 4 victims, then why did he run?
I did not handle the situation right by running, but I was afraid.
And here's why. Drummond says after another arrest earlier this year, he cut a deal with the Lake County District Attorney, FBI, and ATF to work as a confidential informant.
During my time working for them, I helped uncover drug dealers selling multiple kilos at a time of cocaine, also drug traffickers delivering pounds of meth. We identified dirty law enforcement and correctional personnel and tapped Vice Lord leadership phones.
Drummond says he learned that his cover had been blown the day of the killings, and that is why he ran.
I was afraid because I knew bad things happened. And I was afraid that because I was an informant, things would go wrong. Things would happen to me.
We did ask the district attorney about Drummond's claim that he was working as a confidential informant. The DA said he could not comment at this time. We should learn much more about the case against Drummond at a preliminary hearing that's scheduled for early September. Nick.
Okay, so that's Nick Bears. Now I have to tag him below underneath this. But my thing is look. Something is not right. Something's not right. Because I don't know how you got all these people out there. But obviously they were worried about something. Because you got to understand, there's Adriana. Now, Matthew was driving from Arkansas because he works over in a like a plant over in Arkansas. So he was coming from that direction. Then you've got Courtney and Adriana in a car with the baby. All right. But now, why Braden is coming too at 7 a.m. in the morning to go to this desolate road at the end of the road, I don't know. And then I also think about again, how Braden was one of the people that was there the night before buying tarps. So it kind of makes you wonder, like, were they thinking that they were going to be doing something to somebody else, never knowing that it was going to happen to them, or what? Like what? But something got them out there. Something got them out there. And I don't know. You just can't tell me that. I don't know. Sometimes people are just involved in things, and I don't mean that they deserve what happened to them. I'm just saying something about this is not right. And I'm going to show you this, and then I'm done.
They did not. Sergeant Cochran and Unit Manager Spillers both know of this meeting that took place. Again.
Hang on. Let me back this up.
An accused mass murderer charged in the shooting deaths of 4 people is speaking out in his own defense.
Yeah. Let me show you this. Then, like, this case has gotten a lot of coverage. I'm going to tell you, when he was on the loose, I was scared. Like, I was terrified. I went to college. Where his girlfriend lives, Courtney Speed, she was in the Cherry Grove Apartments. Like, oh yeah, that was my running ground. But I was scared, even being where I am, because I was just like, well, where is he? And like, are y'all going to find him, or is he just going to keep running around? And what's going on? So hang on.
An accused mass murderer charged in the shooting deaths of 4 people is speaking out in his own defense. This is the first time we've heard from Austin Drummond.
Braden, Adriana, and Courtney. They were Caitlin's family who became my family. I took Adriana to the hospital to have her baby. I helped teach Braden to drive. I pushed him to do good in school. I paid Courtney's bills during hard times. Matthew was like a little brother to me. I tried to help him get clean off of the drugs.
Now, he says Matthew was like a little brother to me. I tried to get him clean to get him off of the drugs. Maybe. But I still wonder if this dude was getting drugs maybe from Matthew or whomever while he was in prison, getting them droned in, because this is all a circle. I promise you it is. When it comes down to the end of all this, it will all be just a circular affair of things. The saddest thing is I hate that 4 people were killed.
They were a part of the drug smuggling at Northwest before I ever met them.
They were a part of the drug smuggling at this corrections office. Oh, this corrections facility before I met them. Just listen.
Bringing in Suboxone strips to Brandon, Adriana, and
Bringing in Suboxone strips to Brandon. Now, I think Brandon is Courtney Rose's ex-husband or husband, or I don't know. She's been married several times.
And Braden's dad, member of Caitlin's family.
Dad.
Who I love very dearly.
Is that to do with him wanting to speak to Caitlin, or?
Yeah, that's his girlfriend, and the restraining order is a blanket order. Restricted.
It's like what I was talking about before. Sorry, I'm replaying this, but this is all condensed. I should have just done this and been that and been okay. But yeah, so it's weird that when this hearing comes up, you know, it's about like, can Caitlin and you know, Austin, can they talk? So weird.
him from talking to basically anybody who's related to that family, and of course she is. So,
Okay, so there's been a major development in the case of 28-year-old Austin Drummond, who is the suspect in the quadruple homicide out of Dyer County.
I'm gonna get in trouble for using this chickie's info, so we're not gonna do that. Anyway, oh wait, I am gonna. Well, here we go. See, this is what I should be doing. I should have it all down like she does. She's got it all put down. Here is the picture of these idiots. Here's a picture of her.
Because in this court appearance, it's where, remember, he mentioned in the recording that he.
In this picture, okay, let me see if I can just make this a little. Oh, I may really jack things up if I start doing that, but whatever. This is them. This is Courtney or Caitlin Speed in Austin and her 4-year-old. Remember the guy that was all irate the other day about like this? Yeah. Let me get off of her page because I ain't getting kicked off here. Oh, and I was gonna try to show y'all one more thing, and then I gotta go to sleep. Let's see. So the late, and there's been many hearings, and I can pull those all up on Tanaka Brown and Giovante and blah blah blah. I can do all that, but I gotta do this just to go to sleep. I don't mean that rude, but I mean I'm a nurse. Gotta go to bed. He, has, like I said, I think I said this yesterday, that he is wanting to represent himself. So this happened. This happened like 2 days ago. Let me pull this up. Well, I may have to read it, y'all. I hope I can. Thought there was going to be a video, y'all, and it's not. Okay, so Tiptonville, Tennessee. The man accused of murdering 4 people and kidnapping an infant who was abandoned on a stranger's lawn is now asking to represent himself at an upcoming trial. Austin Drummond, 29, is charged with first-degree murder and aggravated kidnapping after allegedly shooting James Wilson, Adriana Williams, Braden Williams, and Courtney Rose, and then abandoning an infant belonging to the family in a yard approximately 45 minutes away. The child, who was 7 months old at the time of the incident, in July of 2025, was not harmed. Drummond has pled not guilty, and he did. A new handwritten motion appeared in Drummond's court docket, authorized by the defendant. It requests that the judge remove his attorney, Brian Huffman, and allow Drummond to represent himself moving forward to the motion. Printed on 2 pages, claims that Huffman failed to follow Drummond's instructions on several instances. First, by waiving the 14-day rule for a preliminary hearing. Second, by agreeing to a gag order and a protective order. And third, by failing to use information supplied by the defendant. Brian R. Huffman has repeatedly pushed court dates off, and that has happened many times because I've been like, what is going on? He has pushed court dates off against the wishes of the defendant, who has adamantly expressed his desire for a speedy trial. Yeah. I mean, I get that, but hold on. Let me see if I can find this. And then I am done. Because, see, he doesn't want to be in a jail. Listen, bro wants to be in a prison, okay? Because that way bro can do whatever he wants to. You would think that a prison would be more like, it would have more security. You can get away with half the crap you get away with. No. And let me find this because this is important because he asked for that like day 1 and I was like, wow. Now I'm still going to say this too. I don't know where Caitlin Speed has been, but she has not come out at all. Like, not one time. Nothing. You see nothing about her. There's nothing going on with her. She hasn't spoken, except you do hear that, like, she's wanting to talk to him about the birth of their baby, which has already happened. Let me see if I can find this. If I can't, we're just gonna go to bed, y'all, because I've gotta go to bed. It's midnight. Okay, here we go.
Yes, sir. As long as it's not related.
Hang on. It's kind of loud. It's very short, though. He wants a question. This is the very first time this after he's been arrested, and he's like, I got a question. Can I ask a question?
Yes, sir. As long as it's not related to the facts of your case or anything that could infringe on your Fifth Amendment rights, I'm fine with that, sir.
I'm just wondering, is now the time we need to ask for a quick and speedy trial?
Miss Dummy is asking, is now the time for me to ask for a quick and speedy trial, or how does that work? Well,
now that I've appointed you counsel, any motions that will be filed will go through your attorney, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, so that was him. And then hold on a second. Let me see if I can pull up the other ones. Just real quick. I'm sorry, I shouldn't laugh. But I don't know. He just... Ooh. If this isn't it, we're gonna go to bed. Okay, no, this is it. So this is the 4 other people that are allegedly involved in this, and this is from WBBJ TV out of Jackson. And let's see, what are these just pictures? No, I watched this like in real time. I remember watching it. Let me click on the linky link. I don't know what this is. I remember watching this. Oh my gracious. I'm sorry. I guess we'll have to play this.
Many Americans are going to be traveling by air over the next few weeks, meaning it's a stressful
Stressful, bro. It's very
full
stressful.
time for many. However, there are some new ways that can relieve some of that stress. Certain luggage companies are providing a holiday lost luggage guarantee. If your luggage is lost, they'll provide you with a free bag to help you out. Also, MedJet provides a service to transport you to your local hospital should an emergency happen far away from home. Laura Bloom.
So I'm going to mute this while it plays. I'm sorry. I have YouTube Premium, so I never have to watch like advertisements or whatever. But anyway, I really can't. I can't with this. I was hoping this was just going to roll right into this, but I guess it's not. Oh my gosh, how long are we going to talk about this? I'm sorry, guys. I'll be much more pepped up tomorrow. Well, after I get off work.
Air over the next few weeks, meaning it's a
Okay, I don't know what this is. It's just talking about the same dang thing. It has nothing to do with Austin Drummond. Dang it. And that was something I really did want to see, because it would help y'all understand like their just their involvement. Hang on. I think we're gonna be done here in a minute. because I really should tell y'all how Tanaka Brown and all these people got involved, and they did. They were involved because one of them was with him on the way back and forth, and they got rid of the truck with Austin. They got rid of Matthew's truck. It's the 1988 Ford. I don't know if I showed y'all that. See, I get lost because I'm like, I think I already did that, and I'm like, nah, you didn't. But yeah, they pushed it over a ravine, and and then the other thing is that, you know, Caitlin Speed, like, he went by her home, her apartment complex, and he was getting bleach and all kinds of things, and she knew. I'm sorry, she knew. She knew what was going on. It's just wild to me still how we've never heard a thing from her. So maybe she's in protective custody. I don't know, but it's crazy. Hang on. No, hang on. Truck tied to the murder. Here we go. So you can't see this very well, and it won't even probably make a big difference, but this was a truck that belonged to Matthew Wilson. And this was something that his grandfather had given him. This is one of the trucks that was, you know, you got to remember how many cars wound up there that morning, okay? You have a Chevrolet Traverse. You have, which is Courtney's car. You got Braden and his black Dodge Charger. And then you have this Nissan, okay? This truck was not there. But Matthew was there. But his truck was not there. It's really wild, and I'm going to find the footage of where it shows. It was like from I think it was from like a fire department or something like that caught like this truck driving back and driving the other way and catching the Nissan too as well. Hang on, let's see. It says so far authorities have not said how the truck was related to the search for Drummond, whose white Audi, okay, and that was found. He has a white Audi. He was found at the end of the road. Basically, it was where his parents lived, so that's where that was found. But they dumped this truck over in a ravine, and him and Giovante. And it says a TBI. So that there were signs that Drummond may have been living in the Audi, and I think he was probably for days. And then he went and he was caught in a pool house. Hang on, maybe y'all want to see that. He was caught. I mean, these people live high on the hog over where I used to go to college. I mean, it was wild because he was up in that pool house and he was living up in there. And I guess the people were gone, but it's on big acreage. And he's up there in the pool house. And I think it was like a guy that works on the yard or something like that. He first spotted him and Austin flashed a gun at him and it freaked him out. It's weird when something happens like in your backyard. Okay, let's see. I hope we haven't already seen this one because I feel like we probably have. I don't want to find something better than that. Maybe this is all we got. I don't know. This is from Court TV.
There was an act after the event that we believe shows some humanity. And so we're appealing to that piece.
Now, this is before Austin's found, okay? And I remember them doing this. They were like, you know, we know that you've had this baby that you dropped off, and they're trying to get him to just turn himself in. Because it was kind of intentional for a while. Well, he was running around for 4 days after all this happened. It was kind of crazy.
As inhumane as the situation is, but we're appealing to that within this individual to come to us and tell us what happened, right? Let us work through this and figure out what happened.
As the main suspect continues to be sought after in Tennessee this morning, it seems that police now are getting some leads. They've got some new images of case to a $30,000 bond. They
can shoot anywhere between 50 to 100.
Okay, so this is when he's at a church. This basically across the street from Cherry Grove Apartments. I don't know why the heck he's there. I don't know what he's trying to do. I think that was all fake, honestly, in my opinion. I don't know why he was even doing that unless she wouldn't let him, you know, come around. But I guess this is interesting for y'all. So if you can understand, like when I said yesterday, there's 3 counties involved. There's Jackson, Tennessee, which is Madison County. There's Tigard, Tennessee, which is Lake County, which is where the baby, or Dyer County, I'm sorry, that's where the baby was found. And then the murder happened on up here, okay? And this is in Tiptonville, and Tiptonville is a part of, well, just drew a blank. Oh, Lake County, sorry. So there's that, and people don't understand. I haven't, I guess, presented it very well either. Just think about this early this morning. You know, this baby was not dropped off until like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So the baby was riding around with this idiot in this car and being flip-flopped back and forth, and they were going back and forth here and there. And I really wish I could find those videos of the cars. I used to have them somewhere, and I don't know if they've been taken down, but you can see him coming back and forth, like doing things, him and his colleagues. But that baby was with them. This happened at 7 in the morning, y'all. No one got anything from them after 7 a.m. in the morning, okay? So there's that. Oh my God. Oh, I just are y'all here? I didn't realize y'all were here. I thought I was by myself. I love y'all. I love y'all. I'm late. I mean, y'all are on time, but I'm late. I'm just trying to cover this so I can go to bed. Thank you, PJ, for being here, and Marcy, and the Real Kills, and Jay. I'm sorry, y'all. I didn't even know y'all were here. I was so wrapped up into what I was doing. I'm going to get my shit together, okay? But I'm done. I am. I'm done for the night. I'm done covering this for the night. I'm going to go to work in the morning because it's late and I got to get up. And I love y'all for being here, though. I do. I just, I wish I could find those videos, though, of the cars. Like, that's the car that he rented. But anyway, I love y'all. Thank y'all for being here. I appreciate y'all very much, but I am going to call it a night because it's late. And I was just trying to get the rest of this out of the way. And I think Jay's going to be covering this tomorrow or today, later today. So anyway, let me say something to y'all. What are y'all doing? Is anybody still here? Y'all are probably gone. See, I've been in my own world. I've been like a space person. Going to be back. Marcy. I love y'all. Y'all are great. I honestly, I love it that now I know what I'm doing halfway here. I used to have this stuff like, oh, damn. Like all my videos and everything. And I think some of them have been taken down or they've been removed because I ain't got them anymore. But anyway, I don't need a producer. I can do it by myself. I can do it all by myself. But anyway, guys, thank y'all for being here. I'm going to go to bed. And I will see y'all not today, later. Because I'm not going to be off work till late. And I can't wait to see what Jay covers on this. She'll do it so much better. I just want to get in here and clown around. But anyway, guys, love y'all. Thanks for being